We need the money.
We have enough. Leave me alone.
Do you think only of yourself?
Because no one else will.
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you?
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Other innocents have paid the same price. I should know.
That's not what I meant, but I'm glad to hear your feelings on it. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. No, I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah, and then something happened to you, and now we're both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about... This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea, I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island. Antea, please tell me you're here.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You were not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
I am doing my best, my love.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Oh, easy there.
This'll only take a moment. See?
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling. The spell isn't working. I think she's gone.
These stains block the way through, like a thick web.
How I know I am of you.
Go on. No time to lose.
Where are you? You wee witch. Manual on how to hide from men.
Wish I had one.
She draws well. How can she find anything in this mess?
Is that really what's important right now?
Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace, and where to find her. Shall we dance then?
Always.
If the spirit chases were working, we wouldn't have specters. I'd stay to figure it out, but we need to see Kate.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Aided by the Banishers, Captain Pennington survived the mutiny. Now they who remain must set old sins aside and build a future, with Pennington or without. Because the captain sees no brighter horizons behind the blackened clouds of his past.
I get the feeling folk are preparing to leave.
Banisher. I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Edentown.
There, you're on your own.
The settlement seems to be doing well with you in charge.
We've made some gains, but we're far from ready to leave.
Did you tell them what Thick-Skin did?
I told them she died hunting the beast. Some are yet in their sullens, but they're better with sleep now the nightmares have stopped.
The beast is dead. The curse recedes.
Game returns slowly to the woods. Whatever you did, it worked. Still, some troubles yet vex. The bodies of the lost are buried, many without names, but we found tracks. They lead away into the woods. Some may have escaped. I need to know for sure.
If they're alive, you mean?
Yes. And if they're dead, that they won't be coming back. We need no more beasts.
A new scourge is always possible, but very unlikely without the nightmare's influence.
Probably best to confirm, eh?
Thank you. I followed the tracks as far as I could from the killing ground. I left a red flag as a marker. From there, I ventured no further.
Do you wish to talk about what happened with the beast?
You killed my sister. I have nothing more to say to you.
I'm sorry for your loss. Thick-Skin hired me to rid the forest of the beast. It was a haunting. I resolved it.
Your work presents you with ill-starred choices. I hope they weigh heavy.
They do. More than you could know.
Thank you for your honesty, Red McWraith. I believe you.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious. I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
What did Grace look like?
I remember her thin and boyish, encumbered by dresses she hated to wear.
That sounds like Seeker.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but your sister owed me money.
So?
I did my part. As the new leader of the camp, the debt falls on you.
Let me be sure I understand. You killed my sister, and now you're asking me for payment.
Whoa, when you put it like that. Never mind, forget it.
I'll try.
Goodbye to you for now, Kate.
Oh, damn this to hell.
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
I still don't understand why the ritual failed.
Let's just find... in the hut.
Something's nearby.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Ought to know what it was for.
Let me guide you to the source.
Given me a challenge.
This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home?
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough.
Seeker drew this. Now we know she's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Oh, now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet.
I'm picking up something spectral nearby.
Spectre, going for a meat suit. Don't just stand there. Move.
I can't keep this up. Who's that?
Yes, something's here.
Something's concealed.
No governor, no meeting house, and it seems no faith.
I need to make amends and think about
Well, ho there! What a pleasant surprise. I was fair and sure that I'd never see you again.
Where are you off to?
Far away, God willing. Build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say I, so that a ship may come and we can leave. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I. But for ordinary folk, it is, as I've heard it put, a shite hole.
Leaving changes nothing. You just end up making the same mistake somewhere else.
We must always be open to the possibility that people may learn from their mistakes. Is that not right, Mr. McCraith?
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not everyone shall listen. I fear what shall befall them if they stay behind.
We overheard you. What are you working on?
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. It's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
You're a big boy. You'll figure it out.
I appreciate your confidence, though I admit I do not share it.
Are things that bad?
Tell the truth, I don't rightly know. They don't trust me. They tell me nothing, and when they do, they're probably lying. And without the wards, well, I fear things will get worse before they get better. In fact, they already have. Spectres walk, and we are in need of a banisher, or two. If you can bring people peace, well, I doubt they'll be grateful, but perhaps they should have the strength to believe in a brighter future.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
So, Lammy, what's the word around here?
What do you wish to know?
How fares New Eden and the Harrows?
It's not easy. I don't have my father's authority and people fear evil more than ever.
What about you, Lammy? How are you?
I'm well. Or as well as I could wish for. But I still have questions for you, mistress.
We have time for one or two.
I've seen how you move. Do time and space work differently for you?
Not so much when I'm with the living. But yes, they're different.
May I ask another?
Yes, you may.
And what do you miss from being alive?
A big question. Too big to answer. Where would I start? I miss all of it.
May I ask another?
Let's leave it there.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
We have failed. We have failed. I have...
More work to do.
A new building needs a solid foundation. I wonder if ghosts still linger.
Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well, as though I had not died. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it... Someone is vexed behind that door.
Excuse the mess. Another bottle broke. It's no big business.
Are you sure you're all right? You seem a little overwhelmed.
A bottle fell from its shelf. No big business, Mr. McWraith. Happens all the time.
Are you all right?
If you must know, sir, I have a drinking problem.
Really?
I do. My liquor disappears. My bottles fall to the floor and break, though I'm nowhere near. 'Tis a drinking problem indeed.
Objects inexplicably vanishing, moving or breaking. Either you're haunted or you're clumsier than you think.
Haunted, you say? Well, Your Majesty, why not? As the saying goes, when life gives you a torrent of shit, may as well be haunted.
You could be in danger. To be haunted is rarely good.
Well now, that is bad news. Which is good, because I don't believe in good news.
I'm offering you my help. Can you afford to refuse it?
I don't believe in helping hands either. But if you want to do whatever it is you do, please feel free to do it.
When did the bottle breaking start?
I don't know. I gave up on keeping track of time, or things. Normally, if a bottle disappears, I drank it and forgot. But I'm not wrong about this. In quiet moments, I hear the bottle glass crack When I'm not there, the liquor moves about. Other times, they dare to fall of a sudden, out of nowhere, and break upon the floor. The shelves are straight and proper stacked. I had Ishmael check. 'Tis a mystery, right enough.
Who's Ishmael?
Ishmael Law is the finest friend I've ever known. He works for me. He lives upstairs, and he looks after me. I have my own little house across the way. Ah, talk of an angel. Hear the flutter of his wings.
Phoebe? What's the matter? Oh, good day. What can I do?
Well, it's just another bottle broke. I'd blame my butterfingers, but Mr. Banisher here thinks we may have a ghost.
God take my soul. I'm sorry. The spilled liquor. The stink.
Come now. Come now.
I'm sorry.
All is well, Ishmael. Breathe. Just breathe. It's just another worry fit. You'll be fine.
While he gets back on his feet, let's look around.
Broken glass.
She said bottles in her house shifted and fell. We should check it out.
Half our operation wiped out at a stroke.
Curses are bad for business.
Calm you now, Ishmael. Think of good things. The warm breeze.
Poor Ishmael has fits of worry.
I feel like he panicked when I mentioned the ghost.
A ghost was here, not long ago.
The governor disliked Mistress Walcott's manner. What a surprise. What kind of ghost only communicates by breaking wee bottles?
A feeble ghost, capable only of small mischief.
They've been playing for years. I'm keeping score. Either Ishmael's getting better or Phoebe's getting worse. Phoebe Walcott's done well for herself. Her own warehouse and pier at Covenant Beach. For Constance, Phoebe is a painter.
This is just an easel, no paints. Unfinished work?
How would you name a painting before starting it? I know Phoebe and Ishmael are friends, but there's a generous will.
Our shy, bottle-breaking ghost also hides things. Why the will?
Everything Ishmael has, he gets from her. Perhaps the ghost believes he's taking advantage. Phoebe likes a drink. Or 5.
Maybe that Vex is our mysterious ghost.
This is as sad as it is disturbing.
Despite her defiance, her past batters her. I doubt there's anything more to be found here. Let's go back to the store and ask a few more questions.
Have you found your ghost?
Tell me about yourself, that I might better understand who haunts you.
Widow and proud. Town drunk and prouder. A fine chess player, even better when tipsy. That's about it.
What can you tell me about your late husband?
The truth is as boring as a sober day, I'm afraid. A happy couple we were until we were not. Strange, is it not? How you marry a fine man and at the first small contrariety discover he's a dubious, unreliable coward.
Could he be a mysterious ghost?
Took less than a month for Solomon to abandon me. My caring husband became a brickle white-livered chicken. He trooped off a hunting. Heard he died in New France, spitting my name. If there's more, you'll have to find it out for yourself. Your Scottishness.
Fair enough. No other family?
No, I'm the child of dead parents and the parent of a dead child. The truth, as I say, is boring.
How long have you been running the store in the Harrows?
Years, decades, centuries. When I arrived, the farmers had no store. Folks were glad to have me. Even old Haskell was pleased. Of course, I was a respectable widow at the time. Respectable merchants are a boon to New Eden, don't you know?
What happened to the respectable bit?
My husband and daughter push up daisies in the New World muck, Your Majesty. Respectability is a great steaming pile of horse shite.
How's Ishmael? Feeling better, is he?
He's cleaning up the broken glass. I've buggered off till he's finished, and you should too.
Would you know, by any chance, what pulls the trigger on his crises?
He deals with his pain as best he can, like all of us. You leave him alone now, yeah?
I'm sorry, I must insist.
You, Your Majesty, are tugging at my berries now, and it vexes me.
I'm here to protect you from a ghost, Mistress Walcott. Ishmael's condition may be important.
Ishmael Lord just needs a drink. He has a past, and because of it, when he gets the anxieties, he collapses. It's how he is, and he won't take his medics. Well, that's all right, because I can easily drink enough for two.
Your troublesome ghost meddles with more than your booze. It also hid your will.
I knew things were vanishing. It wasn't just the liquor.
Whose ghost do you think might hide your liquor and your will?
Sounds like my long-dead husband's particular brand of mischief.
Ghosts may linger long in the invisible before returning.
If you've liquor stocked elsewhere, I'd like to check it.
I would too, sir. But I abandoned my warehouse some time ago and have since lost the keys. Ishmael may have spares. His room is upstairs, right over our heads.
A trusted friend, is he?
Despite his efforts to keep me alive, I consider him my one and only friend.
May I see your wares?
I'm a shopkeeper, aren't I? Yes, you may see my wares.
Thank you for your time. I'll take no more of it for now.
No matter. I've all the time in the world.
Wards, think you can fend for yourself?
Wet sand. Did Ishmael go to the sea recently?
There's a beach by Phoebe Walcott's warehouse.
Was Ishmael running his own business behind his drunk boss's back? This Bible really annoyed him.
I hope he kept his opinion to himself.
A widow, drunk and inconsolable. And a widower, sober and inconsolable.
Also, a shy, bottle-breaking ghost.
That's not a lot to go on.
I can manifest now.
Ishmael took a risk keeping this, especially around here.
Was he scared of a ghost? I'd like to ask him about that. Games of strategy, games of chance.
Ishmael took a risk keeping this, especially around here.
Was he scared of a ghost? I'd like to ask him about that.
So our mysterious ghost also took time to hide that key. Must be important. What exactly does this ghost want? There's no clear pattern.
Banisher rule number 1, a ghost always lingers for a reason.
Let's have a chat with Ishmael Law. Are you feeling better, Mr. Law?
Call me Ishmael, and accept my apologies for my previous behavior.
Accept my apologies for searching your room. I did have your boss's approval, but you may yet feel discomfited.
If Phoebe allowed it, I'm sure it's all right.
To be really honest with you, I need your help understanding what's going on here.
I'll do my best, sir.
Kind of easy to work for someone who drinks so much.
Phoebe Walcott deals with her pain the only way she knows.
But you dislike heavy drinkers, don't you?
My friend is wounded by the horrors of the world. She drinks so that she does not weep. But I weep enough for two.
You had a fit of worry. Not the first, I gather. What scared you?
You embarrass me, sir.
No need to be embarrassed, Mr. Law. But I do need the information if I'm to end this haunting.
My fits, sir, being the work of no ghost, shall not be your business neither.
He suffers in silence, just like his friend.
The villagers burned the governor's ghost wards, but you kept one in your room. Why?
The wards were sent by God. Yes, I keep one in my lodgings. The better to be safe from evil. Since you deposed the governor, here God's voice is little heard. The Almighty, it turns out, is easily deterred.
God has forsaken Ishmael Law, or so he thinks.
God may be easily deterred, sir. But I'm not.
Then you had better get to work, for the good folk of the Harrows teeter on the brink.
What can you tell me about Covenant Beach?
Not much, sir.
There's a locked warehouse there. The ghost that haunts this store hid the key.
That was Mistress Walcott's storehouse, the center of her business. It's derelict now.
But you've been there of late, haven't you? I found sand from the beach in your lodgings. Why did you go to the warehouse? And why would the ghost hide the key to it?
I don't know what you are scraping for, mister, but you'll not find it on my boots.
I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
Strange case. We found nothing conclusive.
The warehouse by the beach is the only lead left. Let's go.
Ishmael's nerves and Phoebe's thirst. Reminds me of the good old days. Just lie me down in a puddle of piss and had a couple angry ghosts.
The ghost may be discreet, even sneaky, but these two are haunted.
Phoebe's husband, maybe?
Ishmael's old master was a drunk too. Alcohol has to be the key to this case.
What?
Have a bit of this.
Careful. They mean business now. More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out. Look to me. Ready and waiting.
The heart's yours. The roots are mine.
No wounds. Just how I like it. Swarming specters. Force them to appear with the right words of power.
Unveil yourself.
Try this on for size.
Don't let that specter get to the corpse.
Get back up.
Ready and waiting. There's a tough one. Hogging all the fun.
Devil take it!
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Piss off!
Away with you!
have to hit harder than that. Get out of there! Can I join in too? Look to me. Look to me. Try another one. Stay in there. Another in sight. Make a run for it! Hugging all the fun.
If this is Phoebe Walcott's warehouse, it's bigger than I'd imagined.
She had quite the business. Little remains.
Bennett Law. Ishmael's master and the man who killed his wife.
Law docked here. Ishmael must have been devastated.
I bet it was Phoebe who put dog shite in his food. This would be a perfect smuggler's hideout.
You think it could be?
At this point in the case, anyone and anything is suspicious. Right. Let's go find some answers. Voices from the past, waiting to be heard.
I should have killed him. Killed that dog with my bare hands. Bess, my poor love. Forgive me.
Ishmael Law drinks just as much as Miss Wilcott, except he hides it.
So by spilling the liquor and hiding the key to the warehouse...
The ghost may be trying to stop him drinking, not her.
Once I bruise the heart, destroy the wisps within its roots.
Won't you?
The heart's yours. The roots are mine.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick.
Enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it.
Ishmael must have been absolutely hammered.
Reveal your true self.
En Shaw en Draste Toki min Kurster.
Bess, there was no God to mind you in this miserable life, and none to welcome you to the next.
What is this place? Where am I?
I'm so sorry, Bess.
Ishmael? My husband?
There is no heaven, and yet I shall go to hell.
Stop torturing yourself.
Bess? But how? Why?
What have you become, Ishmael Law? You must stop all of this. Live better.
So that's our discreet ghost. Best Law.
Bess felt his struggle and came back to him after all these years. We need Bess's tie. That way we can make her manifest.
Here, Red. The bag. There's an echo.
Written recognition of Ishmael's freedom after the murder of his wife Bess. We've found our tie. We have the tie. We can make Bess manifest.
Who are you? Why am I here?
You must be wife to Ishmael Law. My name is Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We are Banishers.
Will you banish the ghost of Bess Law? Will it ease her pain?
First things first. You're not after Phoebe Walcott, right? You're here for Ishmael.
I don't know why I'm here. I just want the pain to stop.
You've been breaking Phoebe Walcott's liquor bottles. Why?
It was not me. It was Ishmael. He was dead drunk, breaking bottles in this place.
Not here in the warehouse, but in Phoebe Walcott's shop. You broke many of her bottles.
Ishmael and I served a master who drank. He was a brute. He beat me. He killed me. He took Ishmael's eye. And now my husband is a drunkard. He comes here to soak his sorrows, to drown them in liquor, to draw me back, against my will.
Is that why you hid the key?
I think so. I was angry. I was hollow. I spied on him, on her too. I did what little I could to push the abyss away.
You feel empty because you've lingered too long.
All I know is I can stand the pain no more. Not theirs, nor mine.
How did you end up here?
We came from Marrakesh. We left in search of a better life. To pay our way, we signed a contract. 7 years in service to a bad man. The drunkard Bennett Law, who, when drunk, was mean. Liquor turns men and women evil. I know it. I saw it. Now, under the sway of a bad woman, my husband treads the same path. His sorrow has called me back. I remember the pain. I feel the pain so much. They must stop. I'll make them stop.
You're dead a long time. Where were you when you were gone?
I don't know. I was drifting. Away from the pain. Away from the terror of my death. The pain never left my thoughts, but I could feel it no more. And that was good. Now the pain is back. Now I am back. Now I feel Ishmael suffer too. It must stop. It all must stop. And I shall make it stop.
You're dead a long time, Bess. What brought you back now?
My husband. His drunkenness roused my pain and brought me back to him. I was nowhere and nothing. And then, all of a sudden, the world appeared with me in it, and I saw Ishmael, desperate on the floor.
Did his despair call you back? Is that why you stay?
Maybe. I don't know. I heard Ishmael speak, and in his words there was pain. He spoke his name, the name of my killer. They brought me back. Ishmael and his pain. That woman and her poison. They must stop.
They suffer. They didn't mean to bring you back.
Their intentions matter not. Her madness is becoming his. I am trapped in their pain. I am trapped in their pain because of her sway over my husband, and I want it all to stop.
We'll take our leave. Expect to be invited to manifest again sometime soon. Don't resist the call. Ishmael and Phoebe will be there.
Who?
Your husband and his friend. Between us, we'll put an end to all of this.
Be quick. I can barely hear my Ishmael now, above the rising, growing pain.
Well, we finally unraveled this sad case.
Aye. Sadness over pain, over outrage, over guilt. Sick dance, isn't it? Ishmael and Phoebe remind me of where I stood for a time.
I remember.
I feel something close.
Move, Red! Sharpen up!
Try this on.
I was ruined. The things I'd done. The ghosts of those who died haunted me. I had to choose. Drink myself to death or get rid of my ghosts.
You chose well.
I got lucky. I found you. You saved me and from my ghosts. You saved me from myself.
Watch out! Spectre possession!
Bastard. That's not good. Have some other.
You're in its sights, Red.
Peter!
Come. Nobody cares enough for you to be ashamed. Mr. McWraith, welcome back. Ishmael's not feeling well. Best leave him be.
More trouble?
He had another episode. Same as before. He's fine now. I gave him a drink, and this time, he took it.
Ishmael has history with liquor. Should you be offering him drink?
I'm the town drunk. What else am I supposed to do? Anyway, he's got a dry stick up his arse. It'll do him good to wet it.
'Tis liquor. I suspect you may be overestimating its medicinal qualities.
By dint of extensive experience, I am better placed to estimate the power of liquor than anyone. Besides, he always turns it down. Shame, really. Nothing like a sip or two to soothe a troubled soul.
Ishmael Law is haunted by the ghost of his wife. But even without her, this whole situation is a mess.
Time we all had a wee chat.
You too, Bess. Come on. It's time to show yourself.
Phoebe Walcott, this is Bess Law. Bess, you already know Phoebe.
Bess? My love? How? I thought I was dreaming. You were really here?
I was. I am now. And not for long. Please.
Oh, your best. The best. His best. Ishmael is fine, don't worry. Or, well, he will be soon.
Ishmael has been drinking as much as you do. Liquor won't solve the problem here.
Of course it won't. But we'll have some fun while we wait to not solve anything.
You make him suffer, woman. And I cannot stand the pain.
Talk not to me about pain, lady. You know nothing of my pain.
Shut your mouth, Phoebe.
You shoot yours, if you can take the bottle from it.
Stop rattling each other's cages. It's time to bring this to a close. West's law. You have lingered between worlds for many years, unable to find the peace denied to you by your murder. Fueled by alcohol, Ishmael's guilt awakened your pain and brought you back.
Then make it stop. All of you. I beg you. Because if you don't...
I release you, Bess. I let you go. I'll change. I'll leave Phoebe if I must.
You were a grand man once. My Ishmael. Find peace. And give me mine.
You've suffered long enough. Go now. And go for good. Ascend. You have no more reason to stay.
You'll go. You'll really leave me.
I will go. Bess was right. We are not good for each other.
Come on. Let's go too.
I'm sorry.
No, forget it. I'll be all right alone.
I should pack.
I'll help you.